Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing that college in America might cost you far less than you were ever told, or in some cases, almost nothing at all. And yet millions of students miss out on this money every single year. Not because they don't qualify, but because no one ever explained the system clearly. So today, stay with me, because what you're about to hear can literally change how you, your child, or someone you love pays for education in the United States, because the US government quietly runs one of the largest student financial aid systems in the world, distributing hundreds of billions of dollars through grants, aid programs, tax credits, and support systems designed to help students from low income, middle income, and even working families attend college, university, community college, or career training programs. And it all starts with one powerful key called FAFSA, a free application for federal student aid, which is not a loan, not a scholarship, and not a scam. That's the official gateway that unlocks almost every form of US government student assistance. And once you submit FAFSA, the government evaluates your family income, household size, and financial situation to determine how much help you qualify for. And, 2. Here's the part most people don't realize. You don't need to be poor to get aid, because millions of middle-class students qualify every year, and once FAFSA is approved, the first major benefit many students receive is the federal Pell Grant. It is pure free money that does not need to be repaid, and depending on eligibility and enrollment status, this grant can cover a significant portion of tuition, books, housing, transportation, and other college expenses, and for students with extremely high financial need. There is another powerful program called the Federal Supplemental Educational Opportunity Grant, or FSEOG, which provides additional grant money on top of Pell, and unlike loans, this money never has to be paid back. And then there's state-level aid, which most students completely overlook, because every US state runs its own grant and tuition assistance programs. From California's Pell Grant to New York's TAP, Texas Grants, and Florida Bright Futures, many of which can cover full or partial tuition at public colleges and universities, meaning a student could receive federal grants plus state grants at the same time, dramatically lowering their education cost. And if grants still don't cover everything, the US government offers the Federal Work-Study Program, which allows students to earn money through part-time jobs while studying, or on campus or in approved community roles, giving students income, work experience, and financial support without harming their future aid eligibility. And for students who still need additional funding, the government provides federal student loans that are far safer and cheaper than private loans, including direct subsidized loans where the government pays the interest while the student is enrolled, and direct unsubsidized loans with flexible repayment options. What makes these loans different is not just the lower interest rates, but the built-in protections. Because if a student faces unemployment, hardship, or low income after graduation, the government offers income-driven repayment plans that adjust monthly payments based on earnings. And in many cases, remaining loan balances can be forgiven after a certain period, especially for those working in public service roles like teaching, nursing, healthcare, military service, or government jobs through programs such as public service loan forgiveness. And here's another hidden benefit most families don't even know exists: U.S. education tax credits, which can save thousands of dollars every year, including the American Opportunity Tax Credit that can return up to $2,500 per student annually, and the Lifetime Learning Credit that helps with tuition and education expenses beyond undergraduate studies, effectively putting real cash back into families' pockets. And when you combine grants, work-study income, tax credits, and smart borrowing, many students end up paying a fraction of what college supposedly costs. And in some states, community college is now tuition-free thanks to last-dollar scholarship programs funded by state governments, opening doors for students to earn degrees, certifications, and job training with little or no debt. And the system doesn't stop there, because the US government also provides special education benefits for veterans through the GI Bill, disabled students through accessibility grants and accommodations, single parents through childcare and support assistance, foster youth through tuition waivers, and first-generation college students through targeted funding programs designed to break cycles of poverty. And yet, despite all this money being available, billions of dollars go unused every year simply because students don't apply. apply too late, or assume they won't qualify. And that assumption alone costs families thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars. And the truth is that our student aid is not just about academics, it's about opportunity, economic growth, and social mobility. Because when students get educated, communities thrive, incomes rise, and future generations benefit. Which is why the government continues expanding aid options, simplifying FAFSA, and increasing grant limits. And if you're watching this right now thinking this sounds too good to be true, remember this: every single program mentioned here is real, federally regulated, and used by millions of American students every year. And whether you're a high school student, a parent, a working adult returning to school, or someone planning for the future, understanding U.S. government student benefits can be the difference between lifelong debt and financial freedom. Because education should open doors, not trap you in loans. And the biggest secret of all is that the system actually works if you know how to use it. So, if this video helped you see college differently, share it with someone who needs it. Because one application, one deadline, and one piece of information can completely change your life.